Welcome to the Hard&Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Yo. What's up, Hard&Soft Podcast Nation? You know who it is. Big Hard. It's me. And you know who I'm with. The Softy. My little brother. Shoot brother, that is. The Big Softy. Randall. What's happening, bro?
What's up, Big Hard? Yeah, it's me. BIGSOFTIE, baby. And
Woo.
I am making things saucy with my Big Vanilla Frosty. And I'm here with Big Hard on a beautiful Saturday morning. I got my Hard&Soft cup, my Hard&Soft coaster. I'm gimmicked out. Got a little Undertaker coffee left. So I'm ready to go, baby.
Hey, that Undertaker cup is looking pretty impressive over there. I like it.
$3 at the flea market. You know how we do.
I love it.
But it's beautiful Saturday morning here in January. It's WrestleMania season, but before we get there, it's Royal Rumble season, dude. The first edition of Hard&Soft Royal Rumble season. What do you think about that?
You know what? Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view of the year. Just the Royal Rumble match itself, it sells itself. Doesn't even need anything going into it. I'm just excited for the every 2 minutes clock going off for, 2 minutes, whatever it is. But this year it's going to be pretty good. I mean, I think the women's match and the men's match is going to be pretty damn good. And,
it's almost like I agree. Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view of all time. I love the surprises. But this year, it's almost like the 92 Royal Rumble. Shout out to the archives. They didn't need a bunch of surprises. They had, 18 Hall of Famers confirmed in the match.
Yeah.
And this year's almost like that, too.
Yeah, everybody, there's at least 10 people Hall of Famers. And we didn't see Lesnar at all come back at all, but I'm thinking Lesnar's got to make a surprise entrance at the Royal Rumble, maybe set up a feud for WrestleMania. I kind of think it's going to be maybe with Gunther.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, for the IC title. I mean, hey, Lesnar beating him for the IC title, and then Gunther can go on for the heavyweight title, which is pretty much where he's headed. But I think Lesnar is going to be my my sweet pick for surprise entrance, unless he comes out and makes it known that he's coming. But I mean, we only have one more week, so.
Well, it's still up in the air, and there's a lot to talk about as we get there. Obviously, the Seth Rollins injury. We're going to see like Mussolini and Cody Rhodes face off on Monday. It's shaping up to be a great card with everything included, with Logan Paul and KO and the fatal four-way for Roman's belt. But
that's going to be a great match. But hey,
while we talk about it and while we lead up to it, it's Royal Rumble season, Hard&Soft Royal Rumble season. We're going to watch a Rumble, man. And we picked Royal Rumble 2004. Got my Peacock locked and loaded. I'm on Taz's Keys to Victory.
Oh, man, I'm seeing number 1 is Out of Sight, Out of Mind. Number 2, Conditioning. And number 3 is the higher number is your best friend. I mean, well, thanks, Taz.
Thanks, Taz. It's like a weatherman that says, well, we're going to get anywhere from 1 inch to 40 inches of snow tomorrow. So,
yeah, but I appreciate the keys to victory here. So, but we're at 1 hour, 36 minutes and 25 seconds. And if you want to go ahead and hit play with us, the big softy over here, I think, has some Vanilla Frosty ready to hit you up with a countdown.
1, 2, 3, play. Dude, I love this.
Who we got first?
We got
Benoit coming out first.
We got Benoit coming out number 1.
And this is the lead up to WrestleMania 20. Shout out to KH Promotions. Just went over to their shop last weekend in Quakertown, Q-Town, Pennsylvania. Got to hit up Quakertown Farmers Market. If you're there, take a picture next to the iconic water tower. But yeah, picked up this beauty. But this is from WrestleMania 20.
Dude, we gotta find a way. You remember how DX spray painted McMahon's jet?
Yeah,
we gotta find a way to spray paint the water cooler at
the water tower.
The water tower.
The water cooler. We're standing by the water tower.
Who we got
coming in second? Oh, Randy Orton.
We got the Intercontinental Champion, Randy Orton.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So Orton was involved in the Rock and Sock connection, right? It was Evolution versus Rock and Foley here at WrestleMania 20?
Yeah, WrestleMania 20. Yep, it was a 3-on-2.
The 04 Rumble Big Hard. I mean, this was in Philly, man. The old Wachovia Center.
Yeah, you know what? That's crazy that we're going. So 2004, I graduated 2002. So I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I have tried to go to this show? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. But this would have been an awesome Rumble to be at. But we went to 2014. That was a great Rumble. Or 2015, I mean.
2015, yeah. So the
there
match
is Orton posing
the
up
card
there.
started with Batista and Flair defeating the Dudley Boys in a tables match. Then we had a cruiserweight title match. Mysterio defeats Jamie Noble. Then we got Guerrero defeating Chavo. We got the heavyweight championship. We got Lesnar defeating Hardcore Holly. I think this was their Lesnar hurt Hardcore Holly with a powerbomb, broke his neck, and I think this was that feud. Hardcore was making his return or something like that.
What a match, Lesnar and Hardcore Holly. But hey, this was back when Lesnar was the next big thing.
Right.
Or actually, no, this is Lesnar on his way. Actually, this is Lesnar on his way out, because if you're
on his way out with the
20,
Goldberg match, the Goldberg match.
Yeah, Lesnar Goldberg.
Yeah,
Stone Cold is a guest referee.
And then we had the World Heavyweight title, a last man standing match, a bloody mess. Triple H, who was the champion, goes against Shawn Michaels, and it was a draw. It was a draw. They go 23 minutes during their great feud. I mean, those two guys were on top.
What did Meltzer give it?
I don't know. I didn't even get my Meltzer cue up to this.
Oh, okay. I
want to be positive.
Cheese earlier. Okay, yeah. A way to stay positive is not to read anything written by Meltzer right early in the morning. You know what I mean?
All right, the first Vince McMahon countdown here. God damn it, 5-4.
Here we go. Seemed like a long 2 minets there. But hey, you got 2 stars in the ring. You know, let them kind of start things off.
Sexual chocolate.
Oh, he's got Teddy Long with him.
Long.
Oh man, hey, you can't go wrong with some Teddy Long action, man.
Teddy Long.
He's coming down to make a tag team match, player.
Holla holla! I wore that suit to work yesterday.
Holla 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 holla.
Big Hard, it's Rumble season, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this year's Rumble. I think Punk's gonna win it, but
do you?
I think so.
Well, so what do you think about Seth Rollins? It was confirmed that he tore some ligaments in his knee.
Yeah,
that certainly shakes some things up.
Yeah, that's not good, because if he's not going to be able to, I don't know how long let's see how long the recovery is going to be. But if he's not going to be able to make Mania, they're not going to keep the title on him. Because
he needs surgery. If he gets surgery on his knee, he won't be ready for Mania.
No.
Only a couple months out. So it's weird, because it's almost like, he tore his MCL. It's almost like that Cody Rhodes thing. I mean, he tore his pec. It's not going to get worse. I wonder if they clear him for one final match and they hold off on surgery, a la HBK back in the day, until WrestleMania. They could do that.
Yeah, they could do that, but I don't know. They already have Roman Reigns that doesn't really defend the title, so if now they're going to have 2 titles that aren't going to be defended until WrestleMania, pretty much at this point. So
I mean,
if they really have to take it off of him, maybe make the Rumble winner the champ.
They could do that. They could.
That's not bad, but then
or
it doesn't really sweeten the victory, though. By
and then they vacate it and night
Not a
one is
tournament.
for that title.
Yeah, okay, so they vacate it, and then I don't know, the winner of the Rumble and the winner of Elimination Chamber go on to WrestleMania to fight for the World Heavyweight title. And you can have Punk win the Royal Rumble, and then you can have Cody win the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. That's kind of far-fetched, though.
I don't think it is. I mean, so that could happen. I like that, but you could do that. You could do that. So,
but you still need that Cody versus Reigns, though. So
yeah, that's the only thing that throws it off for me is like for him to finish the story, it's got to be the WWE Championship.
Yeah. So who was one of Punk's biggest feuds in WWE before he left? I mean, besides John Cena, I mean, you could make CM Punk win the Rumble, win the title, and Cena comes back and challenges Punk to win the title and to beat Ric Flair's record. And that could be the storyline, and that could headline WrestleMania Night 1. Cena Punk. I don't know. But who else? Who else did he have good feud with?
As we see Bradshaw coming in from the APA.
Ooh, Bradshaw. Here we go.
Best
I think Bradshaw
might
win it
We're
this
gonna see it
year.
right here. Bam! Right. Oh, Benoit reverses, puts him in the crippler. What a spot there.
Imagine he's trying to tap out. He's just like, no, I'm just gonna hold you here until you pass out and throw you over.
I don't know, man. I mean, up until
Bradshaw just went out.
Up until the knee injury, I didn't think CM Punk needed to win the Royal Rumble to be the main event of night 1. I thought the feud between him and Seth speaks for itself, and there's other ways to get there. Now, I don't know. I mean, so I think the WWE is pretty obviously showing you who's going to be the final four when it comes to the Royal Rumble. It's going to be Punk. It's going to be Cody. It's most likely going to be Gunther and Drew. There's your final four, Drew McIntyre. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody in the title match is going to be in the Rumble. Or do you think the Rumble's going to go on before the title match?
No, I think the title is going to go on first. I think that's going to be the co-main. And then we'll have the Rumble. I always like when the men's Rumble main events.
Yeah, but that four-way, I don't know.
The four-way could be the main event. It could.
They might want that, but because if they have the four-way first, then it's a possibility that the three people that didn't win the match are going to also be in the Rumble. But if you take those big names out, you take Randy Orton, you take AJ Styles, you take LA Knight out of the Royal Rumble. Those are three big names,
right?
So three more people get a big spot there.
Now you could. So here's
Rhino's here.
Rhino, I loved Rhino too. The Gore. God damn it!
And there goes Tajiri somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, Benoit's trying to get out Mark Henry here. Let's see. Can he do it by himself? Holy crap, dude.
Damn.
All right.
This was Benoit's year, man. This really was.
Yeah, he was on fire, dude. I mean, all the bad stuff beside, he was great in the ring. And I mean, yeah, this year, him and Eddie Guerrero, I mean, both kind of making it big and getting those titles, and Randy Orton's still sitting there. I like those trunks Orton's got on, those baby blues. I'd like to buy those. I like to put some barbecue sauce on that.
So I think what I would
some of JR's seasoning.
What I would like to see now, man, I don't know, because Roman Reigns, cut all the bullshit, has to main event night 2. I don't necessarily understand the people that get upset with him for not
Matt Hardy
wrestling as much. That's never been what the WWE, like, it's never been what it's been about. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, hey, it'd be nice to see him more, or if you went to a live show to see Roman Reigns, but right now, today's day and age, it's not really like that. And they do have Seth Rollins with the other title that's, defending it every week.
Yeah,
he
right. And that was the basis of it, right? So
just injured himself facing Jinder Mahal, and he's given a lot of guys chances, which is cool, but it sucks that now he's injured, but
yeah, well, Seth has been battling that back injury. I think he's been beaten up for a while.
If they clear him for the one match, like you said, they could drag it out and get the match done at Mania, and then Rollins could go away for a while. He could just be doing cinematic promos.
Yeah, I honestly think they could clear him. They could get him just to let him just rehab as much as he can until April. But what I would do there, I would try to protect him as much as possible, and I would make night one either a triple threat or a 4-way. And what I would do is I would probably do that, Chris, and I'd have Cody main event night 2 with Roman. I'd have Cody win the Rumble, and I would insert Big Papa Pump making his entrance. The Big Booty Daddy, baby. Nothing wrong with the Big Booty Daddy on Saturday morning.
Whew.
I would make Seth, Punk, Orton, and someone else main event night 1 for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I heard Orton say that he would want a main event at WrestleMania with John Cena before he
I did
retires.
see that. Yeah, but
I'm not the biggest Cena fan to come back, but I mean, hey, he is a big name, and I mean, maybe they could do like a retirement, like somebody could retire Cena at WrestleMania.
They could
make him tap out.
So who do you think needs to take the World Heavyweight Championship off of Seth? I mean, the obvious pick is Punk.
Yeah, he doesn't need it, but I think that's the obvious pick, though.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna see how it shapes up, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's a toss-up with what they're gonna do, and it's crazy that we can't project what the 2 main events are.
No, because now The Rock is in there, kind of throwing a wrench and everything, so you never know what's gonna happen there.
So if it's Rock and Roman, I'd like to see Cody, Punk, Seth, and Orton in night 1.
Yeah, or Cody Orton. Put the title on Orton and then let Cody take it off of him. I don't know, because they had a really good feud back in the day, and I mean, they had the whole group and everything. Oh, who do we got here? Matt Morgan. Oh man, he's my pick to win this.
Hell yeah. I think what they're gonna do, Chris, I honestly think what they're gonna do is they're gonna clear Seth. They're gonna tape him up. They're gonna rehab him up. He's gonna interrupt Cody and Punk's face-off on Monday night, and you're basically gonna see that triple threat match at night 1. I think that's what it's gonna be, honestly.
You think they're gonna load him up on Z-Packs like they did Punk back in the day?
The only problem with that is if it is Rock and Roman, I don't know. That's really cool, but there's no way Rock is gonna win the title.
Yeah,
or is there?
Yeah, the only thing I don't know. I keep hearing people say that there's no way The Rock and Roman could be at Elimination Chamber. But I don't know. They don't need to do it at Mania, but I guess it is a Mania match, though. If there is any Mania match, that is one.
Who else besides Rock and Punk or Rock and dude, screw it. You could do Punk Roman night 2. You really could. Battle over Paul Heyman. There's plenty of story there.
The best friend to the what does he call himself now? The wise man.
The wise man.
Yeah. Because did he say he went from the best friend to the advocate to the wise man?
I think that would be the easiest.
The Hurricane.
I think that's what they could do.
It'd be cool to see Hurricane at like a wrestling show,
an independent show.
Yeah, or a convention or something like that. We've never seen him. Or maybe since he's doing stuff for WWE, he can't really go out and do those yet. Yeah, here he goes after Matt Morgan. I
He
totally
got
forgot
hot.
about Matt
He
Morgan.
got hot. I liked him back in the day.
Like a
So,
lawn dart.
Big Hard, have you been catching any wrestling lately?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I watched. So this week already, I think I watched Raw. I think I fell asleep, before the main event. So I caught the highlights, but like we said about Seth getting injured,
Yeah.
I did catch Dynamite. It's a decent show. But
Shout out to the SVW podcast. I was listening to it yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't get a
And
chance to listen to the new episode yet.
The owner Chris, he called AEW the JV squad. And I think that's I think that sums it up.
Well, I mean, here's my complaint. I won't even say that, like, I won't even crap on Hook at all. But whoever booked that match is really bad, because
it's Tony
literally
Khan.
They were acting like he was the Ultimate Warrior. So he's kicking up out of everything. Then Samoa Joe finally gives him the Muscle Buster, and he kicks out at 1. All right, and this is after he Uranagi'd him onto the edge of the table outside. This is after he powerbombed him onto the apron. This is after Taz took his headphones off and got off the headset because he couldn't take it anymore. Who's this? Booker T.
The Spinneroonie, baby.
But
yeah.
So then he kicks out after 1, and then he gets up and throws a flurry of offense. Hits Joe with a suplex? Are you serious? I mean, and then Joe chokes him out. All right, this is horrible. He chokes him out. And Hook isn't really good at selling, so yeah, I guess I will have to shit on Hook a little bit. He gets choked out, and then he immediately gets back up and asks for more. After he's choked out, loses, so the 3 count goes down, just like MJF lost this way. And he gets right back up, and then Joe has to come back in, gives him another Muscle Buster. He gets right back up. Then he does something else, gets right back up. Then Hangman comes down to save him for some reason, and Hook is pushing Hangman away like, don't help me. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't good. And I mean, anybody that thinks that's good, that made Hook. I don't know. It made Joe look bad, because now anytime he hits the Muscle Buster, if anybody gets pinned by it, that's just horrible. And, probably I bet you tonight on Collision, Hook will be teaming up with Danhausen again, casting spells on people. And I mean, to be honest, the FTW title is kind of corny in today's age.
Dude, I love you because all I had to say was, have you been catching any wrestling lately?
I knew what you meant. I knew what you wanted out of me. But honestly, here we go. Oh, Kane. It's gotta be Kane.
Dude, this to me was besides the debut Kane and the WrestleMania 14 Kane, this was the best version.
This was good, because when he took the mask off at first, it was really stupid. But yeah, this is like Kane refined.
Just on a replay here.
The big booty better. If you want some freaks, holla if you hear me.
So I think the Hook Samoa Joe main event did 2 things. It shit on the business, okay? Hook no selling the Muscle Buster that ended Tyson Kidd's career.
I mean,
that's finished everybody.
WWE banned that move.
It shit on the business. And number 2, it exposed Hook for what he is. And what he is a young kid that could be something 5 years from now. He could be in the title picture 5 years from now. Mm-hmm. It exposed him. And it's bad booking. You know what Tony Khan tries to do? He tries to emulate what Paul Heyman did back in ECW. But what Paul Heyman did back in the day was didn't expose his wrestlers. He said, let me take what you do really well and make that shine, and then hide your negatives. What Tony Khan does is say, I'm such a mark, as we see they're teasing the Undertaker Kane rivalry. That was awesome back in the
Oh,
day.
here we
too.
go.
I loved it.
Booker T eliminated him.
All because
Nice.
of The Undertaker.
You think he's going to hit a spin already?
And this is when The Undertaker just got buried alive with the Vince McMahon in a great match.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's Spike.
Oh, God. He's screwed.
The pound for pound. Here's the big
Oh,
punch.
my God.
Okay, so Tony Khan, right? He comes out on Twitter.
Oh, here he goes.
And just marks, dude, this is a crazy bump. If you're watching this at home, oh my God.
The back of his head, you just saw. I mean, Spike Dudley took the best bumps, man. Oof.
Yeah. He was awesome, man. Him and Mike Awesome at ECWs and Bam Bam Bigelow's. And
Bigelow threw him from the ring to the crowd. It was great.
So Tony Khan goes on Twitter and says, Hook's 28-1 and deserves it. Why the outrage? Okay. He's 28-1 with the FTW championship, and half of his matches are on Rampage.
Yeah.
Okay? I like that we're talking about records and all. I'm in on that, but come on, man. Tony Khan is a mark for himself. He's exposing the fact that he's letting things bother him. He's letting all that talk bother him.
Yeah.
He's taking things personal. And the number one reason why AEW is declining or it's not improving is because of Tony Khan's crappy booking. AEW won't snap out of that JV squad feel until Tony appoints someone else to do the booking.
Yeah, and honestly, that could have been a good show. So they had the show started out with Christian versus Dustin Rhodes, and I mean this could have been a good way to start the show. But then, so Dustin Rhodes, obviously you have to hit the Canadian Destroyer, which I just hate that move, to be honest. So he hits two of them in the match, and that's fine, well and dandy. But then it's like you have to make him look so strong. He kicked out of the kill switch. All right, so in the first match, they kill the finisher. So Christian, next time he hits a kill switch on somebody, it can't even put down a guy in his 50s.
That's not wrestling.
And nothing against Dustin Rhodes, because I like Dustin Rhodes, but why is he kicking out of a kill switch? To have that that should be Wardlow would do that.
People got so surprised. Yeah, people got so surprised when Cody left and the whole CM Punk thing. You know what happened, Chris? They looked at the AEW product and what the EVPs and Tony Khan and how they want to take wrestling. Wrestling is not finisher, kick out. That's not pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Once he hits the Stone Cold Stunner, that is the mega pop of the night. That is the blow up spot. That is the finish. You can't have 50 guys kick out of the Stone Cold Stunner because once he does that 1,000 times, it's not as special. That's not wrestling. And there isn't
Rene Dupree.
And why Punk and Cody left is because they don't believe in that stuff, man. And they got sour towards what the whole purpose of AEW was, and they left. They saw it for what it was, and what it is crappy wrestling. Crappy wrestling, no storytelling, no. It's hard to track as a fan. It's hard to keep up with it, and it, quite frankly, right now it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, and I hate to say that because honestly, it's nice having more stuff to watch, and I watched the whole show Wednesday night, and like I said, that first match was great, but then it just makes no sense to have Dustin Rhodes be the one to kick out of the finisher. Like I said, give that to a younger guy, whatever. But then it's like, then they have the Ring of Honor tag title, 6-man tag title match. It's like, why is the Ring of Honor titles on this? So now the Bang Bang Gang and Jay White. So Jay White was this big star that everybody's so excited to see in AEW, and now he's in a group with Billy Gunn's kids, and they act like they're these big stars. I mean, they've literally just started wrestling, so like a couple of years ago. So I understand. And then Jay White, this huge guy, and they have him relegated to the 6-man titles for Ring of Honor. And now
look,
The Acclaimed are grouping up with them.
The Guns are good. They're good talents. AEW is full of good talents, but there's no direction. There's no booking. There's no. They don't know. Tony Khan does not know how to make people. He thought by putting Hook against Samoa Joe and making Hook look strong, it was going to make Hook. No, dude, it exposed him. It exposed him for his lack of knowledge of the business. And this is a guy that's Taz's son. Taz should have taken his headphones off and went down and smacked up his son for no selling Samoa Joe.
Yeah, or right after the power bomb on the apron, Samoa Joe or Taz should have ran down and saved his kid and threw the towel in, or came in and made the save for him or something like that. And then that could have made Hook look good too. Okay, yeah, I
just got a good shot of Rikishi's ass.
Oh yeah, that was good. He went right over the top. I feel like
I got stink faced here in the Soft Studios right there.
If we were at a convention and there was ever a time when Rikishi had a sign up and it said stink face. Oh, I'm definitely buying it for you. That's for sure. But yeah,
oh man, that'd be a great video.
Then the Young Bucks sit down interview, all right, was just bad. I mean, it's just I guess they're now embracing the fact that everybody hates them for being EVPs and doing what they want, because they're in their promo. They're like, well, we're just gonna embrace our EVPs, and yeah, we'll book the match. We have influence. Or it was just bad. It was a really bad promo. And I think even people that like the Young Bucks and all that, I think they're even starting to not like him, because it was funny. You could hear F the Young Buck chants in the crowd while the promo was going on. And the promo was cut earlier in the day probably. So the crowd was chanting this over the promo going on live. And when Roderick Strong was in the ring confronting Orange Cassidy, they were chanting F you Roderick Strong or whatever too. It was great. I was loving it, because these are the guys that the diehards are sticking up for in the comment sections, and throwing the hate here and there if you have anything bad to say about. I mean, the Undisputed Kingdom. Okay, so they were the Undisputed Era in WWE. Now they're like, why do they have to use the same names? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. This week of Dynamite was just a bad episode. So hopefully they're going to rebound and next week will be better.
They won't rebound until they get some clear direction and they start. You have to book things to what makes the most money, because what makes the most money is what's the best booking. It is.
Yeah, and
because what makes the most money,
all casual fans, and when I'm sitting there watching it, you're almost embarrassed if someone else is in the room. Who's this?
What makes the most money and what draws the most money is what obtains the most interest.
The cat.
And look at this, man. Speaking of interest,
it's the cat, Ernest Miller. This is great. And hey, on the regards of the finishers and no selling, I'm not saying that the Seth Rollins and Jinder Mahal match was a 5-star. I'm not even saying that, but guess how the match ended? Seth Rollins hit one curb stomp and got the pin. That's his finisher. That finished the match.
If you are an old wrestler that has 20 years experience, like an Edge or a Daniel Bryan, you will go over to AEW and succeed. You'll be able to wrestle once a week, which is a great schedule. You'll be able to cut great promos because you know how to do it. You'll be able to tell your own stories because you know the wrestling business. You'll do well. But
the guy's hair fell off.
Where AEW does not do well is booking young talent to make them better. They don't know how to do that. And until they get someone in power that can do that and doesn't want to just change the business or revolutionize the business, what does that even mean? Like, there won't be anything. There'll be the JV squad.
Yeah, you might as well just call it Ring of Honor. Oh, man, look at the ring.
But that's the thing, Chris. Dude, they have a great opportunity. I mean, they have a Wednesday night show. They have a Friday night show. They have a Saturday night show. Okay. the Wednesday night show should be full of Dynamite. It should be your premiere show as we see Kurt Angle, man.
Oh, Kurt Angle coming in.
Hard and soft.
We
Hard
want
and
milk.
soft.
And look, he's number 19. And look, there's only 2 guys left in the ring when he's coming in. Benoit and Orton, the 2 that started the match, numbers 1 and 2, still in there.
Kurt Angle never got a 5-star match.
And half of the card of the last AEW pay-per-view was 5-star matches, according to Dave Meltzer.
Wednesday night should be a show where they try to compete with the WWE. It should be full of feuds, full of story, full of booking to your next pay-per-view. That's what Wednesday night should be. Friday night, no one watches. Get rid of Rampage. Get rid of Rampage. Make it Ring of Honor.
Yeah, just use it for your Ring of Honor stuff, because I don't want to see those titles on Dynamite. It's too many.
I don't know how you do it. Either book a smaller arena, or if you want to do it right after Dynamite on Wednesdays, almost make us pay for it separately. Like if we buy a ticket to Dynamite, and if you want to stay for Ring of Honor, upcharge it. Okay, you pay your $25, $30 to stay at Ring of Honor, and then seclude it only to the ringside seats. I don't know exactly how you do that, but find out a way to produce that show to black out the empty arena and just make it an independent feel.
Yeah,
right.
That would make me want to stay more.
That would make me want to stay, and just make it all new upcoming guys, and sprinkle in Jeff Hardy's, sprinkle in Matt Hardy's, sprinkle in Darby Allin's, and make them go up against the new young talent.
Yeah, my question is, why am I watching Dynamite and I don't see Edge, but I see he's posted tonight for Collision?
I don't know, man. I mean,
I love Edge, so why isn't he on Dynamite? Like
again, Tony Khan wants to revolutionize wrestling, wants to make it Japan.
He's got a Tupperware full of figures, and he just pulls out 2 random figures and he says, "Dream match." Okay, so that's another thing. During the Top Flight and Private Party tag team match, I think Taz or Excalibur, one of the 2, said this is a dream match. That tag match with Private Party and Dante Martin and his brother Darian was a dream match.
You're never going to make people pay to see these young talent guys if they just go out and do the same thing every week.
Yeah, and you got to stop calling them dream matches with tag teams I don't even know. Orton just dumped them over the top. Rico's out of here.
Wrestling has been and always will be about the characters. That's what
draws me in.
That's what draws me in. Even in the UFC, Chris, I'm telling you, I don't watch UFC fights just because a guy's 30-0 and he's facing a 31-1 guy. I won't watch that, but I'll watch. Like tonight, Sean Strickland and Marcus Duplessis, or whatever his name is, are fighting. Sean Strickland's a character. I'll watch that. I'll watch Conor McGregor. I'll watch the big stories. And it's the same thing for the WWE or pro wrestling.
At least when Conor McGregor says he's 28-1, that means something. But when Hook says it, it really doesn't mean it. And you know what I was just thinking? Why didn't Samoa Joe get the FTW title with that win? Like, what? Why didn't he put that title up for grabs? The thing is,
Chris, here's one of my favorite spots, man. Look at this.
Someone taken out backstage.
And is that Test? Who did he take out?
I don't think that's Test.
We got Austin, the commissioner.
Who is that? James Ellsworth? He's going to be at PPW this month.
Okay, who we getting?
So Stone Cold's the commissioner at this time.
Now look at this spot, Chris. Look at this. I love it. The crowd's in it, waiting for. Now you know who's
coming in.
Bye-bye. Look at Orton.
Is it Mick Foley?
Man. Look at this. What a time. Look at this.
So was this before? This is before their match, right?
Yeah, this is before their Backlash match. So look, Chris. So this is exactly why the WWE does things well, and this is exactly why AEW doesn't do things well. So Mick Foley, a grizzled veteran, he's done everything in the business. He's done everything in wrestling, been all over the world. It's not just Mick Foley versus Randy Orton in a match to do whatever. Mick Foley is going to put the rub on Orton, and their match is going to be booked in such a way where at the end of it, Randy Orton becomes the guy, becomes a main event guy. That's why the WWE has been good, and they'll be good forever. AEW's got to learn how to do this.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I think they're just and like the Young Bucks, they're calling people in the locker room cancerous and saying that Sting's not one of them, but everyone else. So what you're saying? Basically talking crap on like everybody that came over from WWE. Well, those are half your stars. So, well, 3/4 of your stars are from there.
It's jealousy.
And pretty much
jealousy.
The only reason people watch it, the only person they did good was they did Sting good, but they're gonna do him wrong here. Fine. And I guess Sting requested the Young Bucks, and that's all well and good, but I don't see that as being the end of Sting. The Young Bucks.
They grew too fast. AEW grew way too fast. They weren't ready to.
And I guarantee
they were
that's
so
a
good.
6-star match. So is Foley and Orton eliminated?
Yes. Foley eliminated Orton. End of himself. And now we see Christian coming out. Captain Charisma.
Here he goes. And hey, Christian's doing great right now. He's doing great stuff.
Yeah, because he knows how to do it. He's got years and years. You can't book Christian to look bad. You can't do it.
No, because he'll come out and shine.
He'll always come out and shine. He'll always do well.
Mick Foley grabbing the steps. Just laying it on Orton. Oh, he's hitting the security guards.
He hit Finley. Oh, the big damn.
Oh, did you see that chair? Oh, another one. Not another one. Oh, jeez. I was just watching the Rumble match from '99 with him and Rock, and man, those chair shots were brutal.
So, Chris, this is what AEW does wrong, right? Here we go again. This is off these hot. So
soapbox.
Remember, so shout out to the archives. You put this feud together, Orton versus Mick Foley. It starts here. It started way back. Shout out to the archives.
Heck yeah.
Now here's one of Foley's best spots. Right, they're gonna do the steel. Look at this. I love it. Oh man. Okay, so
this is so good because this isn't even part of the Rumble match, and this is just setting up their story. You know what I mean? It's just that's why I love the Rumble.
They blow off their feud with this hardcore match. They pull out all the stops. It's a blood feud. They blow it off. Now, could you imagine if the next pay-per-view they did Mick versus Randy again in a singles match?
Yeah.
Why? You just blew this off. AEW does Swerve versus Hangman in the Texas Death Match, which was awesome. It blew the roof off the place. It blew off the blood feud. Now they're going to do Hangman and
another
Swerve
match
again.
Yeah, for what reason?
Yeah, like you blew it off. You had the bloody. You don't go anywhere from there. It's done.
And what's up with Hangman Page and Roderick Strong growing mustaches at the same time?
Look, it's a bunch of guys.
Damn it!
A bunch of guys that
You
started a
shave
wrestling
that
company.
mustache.
It's a bunch of guys that started a wrestling company that want to be on top. And if you come in and you're a bigger star, and you want to, I don't know, they just don't listen. They suck.
Yep. Right now they.
I hope MJF goes to WWE. He'd be so good there.
It'd be great. So we got Christian, Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle in the ring here. Nunzio's or FBI Nunzio's on the outside, but he got sockoed, so I don't know what's going on with him. I'm not sure if he's eliminated or what.
Nunzio, man, FBI, one of the greatest wrestling entrances theme songs of all time.
Yeah, we saw them at the 2300 Arena a couple times. Oh, here
By
we go.
the way,
Kurt Angle, Suplex City.
It's been a couple weeks, Chris, but we had a huge week a couple weeks ago when we went to the 2300 Arena. That was a great show by MLW.
Yeah,
Matt Riddle versus Fatu on top. And we hit the 200 subscriber mark. So shout out to the Hard&Soft Nation. Thank you very much. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, we really do. 200, that was a big number for us. So we're just going to keep growing from here. And Next stop is a couple more independent shows until we get to go to WrestleMania, baby. So
It's
that's
coming
gonna
up,
be
dude. I'm gonna have to put my vacation days in.
Yep, I already put my
2
initials on
months
the
away.
calendar.
I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
4. Yeah, 3. Well, 3 technically. I don't know. It's almost the end of January, February, March, April. We're kind of less than 3 months away.
Well, it's the big show.
slow. Here he comes. I gotta get one of those outfits. Little one strap. I'd like to get a ring worn Rikishi outfit.
So, Chris, I want to play devil's advocate, okay? Now, don't boo-boo face this as soon as I start saying it.
I'm boo-booed already.
Listen, I was watching Busted Open, a great podcast. Bully Ray. Shout out to Bully Ray. I know he watches the Hard&Soft Pro Wrestling podcast.
Yeah, he does. He told us it firsthand.
Jack Perry. Okay, stop. Now, hold on. Hold on. Listen, I'm going to tell you how Jack Perry could be booked beautifully to draw money right now. And I'm getting this from Bully Ray and the Busted Open podcast. He goes out in Japan and interrupts some kind of match and tears up the AEW contract. Okay. Made some waves in pro wrestling. He kind of boo-boo faced AEW, right? By tearing up that contract, he said, AEW mismanaged me. I hate them. I hate that promotion. Basically what he said was Tony Khan is an idiot by tearing that contract up.
Oh, here's Jericho. And he had the armband on that said scapegoat.
Okay. So that's cool. I like that. That's heel work. He could come in, and who is his now that Punk's gone, right? He's drawing attention to how he got suspended and it wasn't his fault. That's what he's saying, right? Now Punk's gone, so who's his biggest enemy in AEW when he comes back?
Luchasaurus?
Tony Khan. Tony Khan is the baby face to his heel.
Yeah.
And say what you want about the AEW marks. They mark out for Tony Khan. They will back him up. When they'll keep coming to the shows. The 4,000 people that buy tickets to Dynamite love Tony Khan. That's their guy. Okay. Book that feud. So have Jungle Boy come out and say, I would do this. I'd have him open a show on a Wednesday and say, you know what, Tony Khan, I want you to come out. I want to talk about this face-to-face. And next Wednesday at 9 o'clock, at the 9 o'clock hour, if I don't talk to you by then, I'm going to meet you right here in the ring and I'm going to punch you in the face. Okay? Now, the whole crowd is going to be behind Tony Khan. You're going to punch our guy in the face? Can't have that happen. So have Tony Khan the next week and Jungle Jack Perry at the 9 o'clock hour in the middle of the ring talking, and have some kind of baby face in AEW, like an Orange Cassidy or someone that could use it, a Daniel Garcia, something like that, come out and defend Tony Khan. There's your match.
Tony
Orange
Schiavone.
Cassidy. Yeah. Jack Perry is gonna punch Tony Khan for mismanaging him, and he's the scapegoat, and you took CM Punk's side, yada, 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 whatever. Have Orange Cassidy come out, defend Tony Khan, and then there's your story. There's your match. Orange Cassidy versus Jungle Jack Perry for the defending of Tony Khan and the defending of AEW. Could do that. It would draw money.
Yeah, I kind of hope he just goes back to acting or whatever. Or,
Or I don't know. I mean, this is the problem. They had the big devil reveal. Now what's the devil doing? What are they doing?
They suck. And the thing is, the thing with me with Jack Perry is when he's wearing that scapegoat thing, it's like, well, you're the little baby that was acting like a, you know what I mean? It's like you were literally the one going on the camera saying stuff just to get a rise out of people. So really, are you the scapegoat? Because you're kind of just doing it to yourself. But hey, whatever. If maybe he can draw some heat. I'm not too excited about him, but that's just me. I'd like to see him go. I'd like to see him maybe come back and then get Kill Switch away from Christian and, maybe get that team back together. But he'd have to shave the beard. He can't have that big heelish beard of his right now.
Here we go. Mr. Ass, man.
Oh, Mr. Ass. Mr. Ass and Jericho right there, right in the center of the ring.
Didn't he catch fire in AEW, man? He came in and Daddy Ass and the whole Scissor Me Daddy thing. That was awesome.
I saw a little clip from Jericho on Rampage last night. He was coming up the aisle and one of the Don Callis guys came down and it was attacking him, and they were like throwing punches. But I mean, it was like it looked so bad. It looked like it was in slow mo, and then like the only reason I even saw it was because AEW posted on Instagram, and it's like, why would you post the worst looking punches on your page? It's like, why do you do that to yourself? So who do you think's gonna win? I don't know. I think Big Show maybe. I thought Morgan was going to win, but he's out of there. Oh, big suplexed. Chris Jericho going after the Big Show. That was a good tag team they had. Jericho. I thought they were going to do more of that, and they should have got those two back together at AEW for a little bit.
Chris Jericho, is he the all-time MVP for Royal Rumble? I feel like every Rumble he's in there for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think pretty much every Rumble he's in, because they know he can go.
The Doctor of Thugonomics, number 28.
And this is number 28, John Cena.
The Phillies, they're right there in Philly. And WrestleMania 20, remember, Chris, as we see him and Big Show staring down, didn't they open the show with the United States Championship? Or something like that here? Yep,
and that was Cena's first title I think he won. WWE. Look at
Speaking
Cena.
Of the United States Championship.
Look at him going after. Nunzio's sitting there. He's going after Nunzio. Oh, boy. He's throwing him in.
Speaking of the United States Championship, I love the story they have right now with Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. I thought their promo last night on SmackDown was great. I think Logan Paul is way ahead of his time, man. He is awesome. And Kevin Owens is great too. And I love the story with, the cast on the arm of Kevin Owens.
That he attacked the hand.
A la The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, one of the next podcasts that we'll do in their Hell in a Cell match.
That match.
The cast is a weapon, and they're doing the battle of the one punch KOs, and I'm in on that. That's going to be a great Rumble match.
Yeah, that's going to be a great one. Like I said, I'm excited for this year's too. Here we go. We got number 29 coming in. So we got a lot of people in here now. And before Nunzio got thrown in by John Cena, he was just hanging on the outside. That was one of Taz's.
Damn.
Oh, here we go. RVD. That was one of Taz's. What did he call them? His little victory tips. It was out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, out of sight, out of mind. He was out there, out of sight, out of mind.
That was right before conditioning.
Here goes RVD going right after the Big Show.
Van Dam is one of the most underrated performers ever.
Dude, he made the style of wrestling that's going on today. You know what I mean? He started that. Well, maybe he didn't, but for me, like he was like the first guy that I saw doing that. Yeah,
his stuff looked offensive. Even in ECW, when him and Jerry Lynn would just do a spot fest match, it all looked like it hurt. It all looked offensive.
Yeah, and they actually sold the moves too. They didn't just get right back up.
I can't stand when AEW
Jericho going under the top or
just any match where there's a guy on the outside and the other guy sees him on the outside, and then he's gonna take the time to hit the ropes and then do the tope suicida, goddammit. And the guy on the outside is going to sell and just wait for him for 5 seconds to catch him. And he's just like, it's like, come on, man. When in a real fight have you ever seen that?
Oh, here we go. Number 30. I forget who this is, number 30 coming in. It's not Seth Rollins, is it?
Uh-oh. Goldberg, baby.
Oh, God. Of course he's number 30 because he can't freaking hang.
I liked his WWE run at this time. I know he was sour towards wrestling and Vince, but Man, was he cool in the WWE. Look at that spear. Oh, dude.
Here we go. Spear.
Here comes the best spear of all time. Wait for it. As Nunzio's in the corner, the best spear of all time. Big right hand.
He's just
Look at this
Nunzio's
spear
over there
coming
waiting
up,
for
dude.
it.
Oh my God.
Nunzio gets on his back. Bad move.
Yep. Goldberg still eliminates a guy.
Yeah, with a guy on his back. Don't injure him. Just don't do the mule kick, please. Just like Bret Hart asked, you still did it.
Nice kick by Fan. Look at this. Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, he took a good spear there. The Billy Gunn clothesline over the top. Yeah, here comes Goldberg. He's gonna come eliminate a couple people. I forget who eliminates Goldberg because he was out the door here too.
This is when I think it was right before this show, or it was like maybe the Survivor Series of this year. Remember when Lesnar has the title and him and Lesnar have that face off backstage? And he just says, "Hey, what's up, champ? Nice to meet you," or something like that. There comes Brock.
Oh, here's Lesnar. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is how they set the matchup. Lesnar comes in.
Big F5. Damn,
hits him
man.
with the F5. He should have eliminated. Should have eliminated him.
When people
Lesnar's
talk
huge.
about,
He doesn't even have the big sword tattoo.
Brock Lesnar,
one of the best,
is the greatest athlete to ever be born. And that's for a shoot.
Yeah, and people can say whatever. Wrestling's not real, obviously. Well, but Brock Lesnar went over to the UFC and he dominated that. And that is real. So
people say best athlete of all time, Michael Jordan.
Oh, nice. Kurt Angle gets the elimination.
John Jones. Who else? Bo Jackson. Brock Lesnar is a collegiate world champion in wrestling, world title holder in the WWE, a world title holder in the UFC. Got offered to play professional football. His combine number out of this world.
10 rebounds per game.
He climbed Mount Everest.
I remember like when they started like messing up Diesel because, or Bruce Richards says like he was getting pissed because JR would sit there and talk about how he was an all-state basketball player. He's like, who cares? No one cares. Like, everyone's trying to get rid of the Big Show here. I think this is going to be one of those things that Big Show pushes everybody.
This year's Royal Rumble, and we're leading up to the Royal Rumble draft. I would never ask you to disclose any of your picks, but it's time to start thinking about who we're going to take.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting Bret Hart as one of my surprise entrants. Thinking maybe Mr. McMahon.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
Kurt Angle takes out Big Show's leg. RVD hits him with a big leg drop. Oh, here it comes. Did you see that? He tried that from way too far away, but he still somehow
hit it. Look at Van Dam. Bam.
Uh-oh. See this? He just pumped up the Nikes.
Pumped up.
Wiping that chip off of his shoulder. Uh-oh. Benoit going up top. Big headbutt. Now, that was a great finisher, dude. The big Benoit headbutt. And look how he sells it, too, after he hits it. Angle's trying to rally the troops. Come on, let's pick him up. Well, how are you going to pick this big man up now? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Everybody grab a limb.
Yeah, I'll take the Hawkus over here.
Oh man.
They can't get him up. All that dead weight, he's probably like at this point 500 some pounds. Come on, Kurt Angle. I know you can deadlift 500. Oh, Big Show's coming back.
God damn it.
There goes Cena. Ooh,
watch the knee of Cena.
Damn, did you see that?
Damn. Oof.
I guess it didn't do anything because, he was still able to get to Mania that year and win the U.S. title. To be honest, I kind of like that U.S. title when he had the spinner. Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. Dude,
Oh,
WrestleMania.
Van Dam went for the monkey flip.
I can't believe how. I don't even know what to expect, man. I mean, this is at Lincoln Financial Field, a stadium show. I can't even. It's gonna be the biggest Mania of all time. There's gonna be like, how many matches are we gonna see? 20?
I'm thinking
20 matches throughout both nights.
I'm thinking probably 8 to 10 matches a night. I would think, right? I mean,
so who do you got winning the women's Royal Rumble?
I don't know. I think Trinity Fatu is going to come back, and I think maybe she should win if she comes back. Or I wouldn't mind seeing AJ Lee come back. I wouldn't mind seeing that as a surprise entrant. I don't think she would win.
Who do you think can go up against Ripley? Because they teased her and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I could see that Becky Lynch, but I don't think Becky Lynch is going to beat her.
I'd like to see someone new.
Yeah, and everyone's so like, I don't know. Everyone's so, Sasha Banks might come back, but to me, I don't know. I'm over Sasha Banks. I don't even think she is really that great of a wrestler, in my opinion. So I'd rather her not even come back, but she might come back.
I don't know, man. That would be pretty big.
If she comes back, she probably would win. Bianca Belair, I could see her winning, but I don't know. I think they should give it to Natty, man. She's breaking all these freaking records, for the length of her career. But I couldn't see her beating Rhea Ripley though. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I might wear my Natalia shirt tonight. One.
Or what about Valhalla? Maybe she could wear. Oh God, he just pushed Jericho out. I think we're down to our last three here. We got Kurt Angle, Big Show, and Chris Benoit. So if I didn't already know who the winner was, I could believe that Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit both have a chance. I don't think Big Show is winning the Rumble, but I could see it going either way because Angle could main event Mania, and so could Benoit at this point. Oh God. See, I was watching last year's Royal Rumble and the end of it with Gunther and Cody Rhodes. They were the last two people in, and that was right when Cody came back. Oh, jeez, big butt bump. But when he just came back from the pec injury, and Gunther was lighting him up with those chops. I thought, for sure, Cody Rhodes is going to go right back out into injury again. There's no way he doesn't just tear his freaking pec again. Oh, big angle slam.
Cody was great. Cody was great in the post press conference, talking about how tough that match with Gunther was at the end of Mania. Big angle slam. Man, Kurt Angle, dude.
So he just angle slammed both of them.
He was great for so long. You know what's crazy? I think his TNA run was longer than his WWE run. If that doesn't even make sense.
I think so because he didn't really get started in WWE till I'd say 98, right? I mean, it was 96 when he won the Olympics, so it wasn't directly right after that. So yeah, and then he was pretty much gone. This is 2004, but I think he was gone 2006. Yeah,
well, if you haven't watched his documentary, man, that was one of the best wrestling documentaries of all time.
Yeah, his the new Cody Rhodes one, that was freaking awesome. The new Peacock specials they're putting out for the WWE Network is freaking awesome. Big Show's tapping out. Can't take it anymore. I wonder how they're going to get Big Show out of this match. You only got two guys.
What was it before Peacock? Was it just the WWE Network? It was his own streaming?
Yeah, just WWE Network. I did like that one better, but
that was still the best.
I am used to the Peacock now, so and hey, the Peacock at least you get other shit with it too. Yeah. There's a bunch of other shows on there. I mean, I'm a big Office fan, so you can watch every episode of The Office. Oh, Angle's gone.
Now here we go. We got Benoit. We got Big Show.
Uh-oh. So it's Benoit and Big Show to end the Rumble. Here we go. Good Rumble though, and this is definitely leading up to a great main event of WrestleMania 20, which is going to be Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H.
The absolute greatest triple threat match of all time. Have we done that yet?
I don't think so. That's not in the archives. We did do something.
We have to do it.
No, I think we did because didn't we do a a shortened version of WrestleMania 20 watch along.
Yeah.
We skipped a couple of the matches, but I'm pretty
Yep.
sure we definitely watched the main event. I mean, and hey, people can say all they want about Triple H not putting people over, but he tapped out at WrestleMania main event, WrestleMania 20, Madison Square
And
Garden.
him and Sean argued about who was going
Who
to
was
take the
going to
finish.
tap out?
Yeah, it was Benoit's year. It was Benoit's year, just like it was Austin's year at WrestleMania 14, just like it was Daniel Bryan's year at WrestleMania 30.
Dude, that's another WrestleMania match or almost a whole WrestleMania that I like watching. WrestleMania 30. That's a great one. From start to finish, especially you get the start off with Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold in the ring together. You got Hogan calling it the Silver Dome.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen Steve Austin on his Instagram on the IG at the Broken Skull Ranch?
What?
Goddamn kid, I tried this here cold plunge and goddamn whipped my ass the first time I tried it. It is so funny. Go on his Instagram. And then he finally does. He's doing cold plunge in there.
Freaking Stone Cold, great, man. I'd love to go out to the Stone Cold Ranch. That'd be a pretty awesome vacation.
I need to see CM Punk on the Broken Skull Sessions.
Oh man, they haven't done one in a while.
I know, man.
Here we go. Both men down. This is how they extend the Rumble. Like last year's Rumble, it went I'd say an hour and 10 minutes, and it's crazy because Gunther was number one. He stayed in the whole entire time. So I could honestly see.
Like I said, Chris, the first time. Yeah, well, this is the first WrestleMania I'll probably ever say, or Royal Rumble. I don't need a bunch of surprises this year. I really don't.
No, because we have at least 10 high-profile stars. Yeah, I would love to see
top heavy with stars.
I would love to see an X-Pac return. For the
dude,
Rumble.
I was playing Call of Duty last night, and in the background of someone's mic was SmackDown, and all I heard was LA Knight, and I unmuted and I go, yeah, and the whole team deathmatch, every kill, I just go, yeah, and the other dude would be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Kate were
dying wrong, man. If I see somebody out in public wearing an LA Knight shirt, the only thing I'm saying is, yeah. Uh-oh, here we go.
I need a shirt that just says that.
And this is when Big Show looks like he's about to win here.
Here we go. Here's the finish.
He's about to throw him over.
Benoit from number one. Here we go. Nice spot here. He's got the guillotine.
He's going to try to choke him out over the top rope. Big Show's going to pass out here. It's pretty impressive, though. So they're really portraying Benoit as a big dude because there were 6 guys in here earlier. They couldn't get Big Show over the top. Now Benoit's doing it from the outside, choking him out doing it. Oh, look at that big belly. Right over the top. Big Show's just laying there.
Benoit's your winner, man. Benoit's your winner. All right, Chris. As we
he was in there for an hour long.
As we get into the first ever Hard&Soft Royal Rumble season, we get ready for it. Who's your winner? Go ahead, dude.
I'm going to go ahead and just say CM Punk wins.
Oh man, think? I still if I could just I still want to see Cody and Roman night 2. So I'm going to go Cody Rhodes.
All right. I like it. I love it.
God damn it.
He's going to puke.
And Chris, there's one thing I just got to remind you of, and it's if you're not hard, you're soft, but it's okay to be soft, pal.
You're damn right.